Okay guys, how is everyone doing? In a minute I'll tell you a time slip story, very interesting subject. I put a video like this on the other day and quite a lot of interest. I want to touch on different things in the channel, different unexplained things, still going out sky watching, still looking for them UFOs. As you can see here, I was out just over a week ago and this video will be coming up soon. But also I want to talk about just like a channel chat about what makes people happy and maybe why do people judge people when they're just trying to be happy. So I put a post on YouTube, Facebook and Instagram over there about what makes me happy. I don't usually talk about my personal life, but I thought I'd put a post on and speak about doing things that make you happy. And you've got to do what you do enjoy, guys. You can't go listen to other people and being influenced. In fact, I'll just show you. Well, I'll just read what I did put on the other day. If you give me a second, and then I'll tell you this Timeslip story. But I love going out. I did love going out the other night sky watching. It's been few and far between recently. Two reasons: one, because of the weather. It has been nice I could get out, and another reason, this is what made me put this post on the other day. I have had a lot of problems this year. It's a struggle trying to work. Well, I do work full time and look after my 3-year-old son, and it's just hard work sometimes. It really is hard work to get that spare time to do what makes you feel better. Everybody can relate to that. You do need to do your own thing. And it has got me down, but I love posting these videos. The channel's not for views, it's not for money, it's a community, and some of the people out there I've never met hardly any of you guys, but you're almost like best friends, and it's great that can be the case. And for many months I have planned to meet people, go out sky watching, tell you where I'm sky watching, come up and visit me, but just haven't had a chance to do it with work, looking after a 3-year-old, other problems. Life takes over sometime, but there is a bit of good news on the horizon, so it looks like I will be able to get back into my old stride soon, and definitely will be inviting anybody in the area, who's on this channel, who's watching these videos, to come up sky watching me. That looks like it will happen soon. So what I did put on Facebook, I was just looking through before and I come across this old photo from a few years ago. It's showing on the screen now, and just touched a few heartstrings there, because I remember what I was thinking that night. I was going through quite a few problems a few years ago. As a lot of people are, life is never straightforward, and sometimes when you see YouTubers are out doing what they're doing and they seem happy, life's perfect, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is for most people. Everybody has their problems. I've certainly had mine, and I've slowly started trying to show who I am on the channel. I'm not just a guy who goes out sky watching every night and there's no problems in the world. I've got plenty. So like I said, that photo was showing, and I was looking at it and I thought, I know what I was thinking that night. And what I posted was, this photo was taken from a video I did at the top of Pendle Hill at midnight a few years ago, which is what I love doing. People have said, why do you go out alone at night to places like that? Why do people have to judge what other people do? I reply, because it makes me happy. That is the end of story, guys. It makes me happy. Everyone has their own thing that makes them happy. That makes me happy. Just being under the stars in the middle of the night where you just know you're not going to bump into anyone. It's nice and quiet. You really can think. So I went on to say, I actually thought hard about life on this night, as you have no outside distractions and influences when alone, and ended up changing work, home, friends, hobbies the month after. Now, not a lot of people will change that much in 1 month. It is hard for people to change things. You get in your bubble, you get in your comfort zone. But spending time alone, like I said here, spending time alone is a powerful thing. You'd be surprised what you can achieve if you spend that time alone. And really, there's only you, there's no influence, there's no outside influence. Words don't do it, guys. On the actions, make sure you're happy no matter what. Don't let anyone discourage you from doing what makes you happy, whatever that may be. I ended by saying I don't usually post online about my personal feelings, but there's what I found makes me happy. That's for me. You go and find your happiness, no matter what that may be, and never let anyone stop you what you're doing. One reason I mentioned this, like I said, don't usually put out my personal feelings, and I'm by no means without my problems. Well, it's just been very hard work recently. I want to do what I want to do. I want to do what I love doing. Sometimes, like I said, you don't let anybody stop you doing what you love. Easier said than done, but it won't do. So this story about Timeslips, posted one the other day, is very interesting. This particular story, two men who were over in France driving around, they're doing a bit of a road trip, come across this hotel, and a motel, hotel, whatever it was, decided to pull up, go in and stay there for the night. When they went in, the guy at the reception was wearing very old-fashioned clothing, like turn of the century. The place was extremely old-fashioned. They didn't think nothing of it. I thought it was quite cosy actually, and booked in for the night with breakfast included. So they got the bags in, they went down to the bar and ordered the drinks. There were nothing unusual about the drinks or anything like that. It was just the reception, well, the guy behind the bar's clothing, and the place itself was so old-fashioned, very old-fashioned pictures on the wall. Two police officers come in wearing very old-fashioned clothing. In fact, these two guys thought this was a fancy dress going on, because this was really turn of the century police uniform. They had the drinks. They went, and more police kept coming in, and the place just kept having police officers coming in and going, police officers and going, having drinks and meals, and all wearing these turn of the century police uniforms. They couldn't quite figure it out, but they didn't question it. And they did notice on the music playing in the place, again, was very old, turn of the century. Anyway, they went to bed. They had a long journey ahead of them. They got up in the morning. They asked the guy behind the bar, the same guy, for the bill. They gave him the bill. It was 19 francs. They was shocked at this. They didn't question it again. They didn't have much money, and they made a hasty retreat, hopefully, you know, to try and get away with getting for a night at this place and breakfast for 19 francs. So, interesting thing about this story, the year after, they decided to go back on this road trip, and they wanted to go back to this hotel, not because they paid 19 francs for it, but because they did actually really like it. It was old-fashioned, it was cosy. When they got to where the hotel was, and they did do some research on this, and it was definitely that area, that hotel. There was an old derelict building covered in ivy, fallen to bits, and it looked like it had been derelict for around 100 years. Very strange. And even stranger still, when they did a bit more research on this, they found there was a police station right next to this building at the turn of the century. What is going on there? Very, very odd. So make of that what you will. I find it fascinating. Everything adds up. The old-fashioned music, the old-fashioned clothing, 19 francs for the night, old-fashioned police uniforms. This building was derelict. There was a police station next to this building at the turn of the century. The very strange thing, during this interview when they were speaking about this, these guys said not once did anyone question their clothing, did anyone question anything about them, as they were using the mobile phones. Nothing was questioned, everything seemed normal. Please like, share and subscribe, guys. Leave me a comment, I'll always reply. If you've got any stories to tell me, UFO sightings, paranormal, time slips, whatever, anything to do with the Unexplained, let me know. I'll tell it on the channel. And one more thing, a lot of people have said in this house when I've been doing these videos, obviously I'm not in the camper van tonight, in this house, they've seen, well, they were saying orbs flying around my wall. The paranormal is not my forte. I'm interested, it is interesting, and I do believe 100% that we carry on and we'll live forever. I believe that 100%. There's not a problem with if you do carry on, why would you stay just in the same place? But anyway, that's just my opinion. Although I do believe that, which is more stories to come, that we live forever and we are in energy. There's so much, you know, with quantum physics, quantum science, and that's for another video. But a lot of people have seen orbs. I've had so many experiences in this house. I think it was built in 1769. One experience, absolutely, I saw something so clear, it frightened me to death. I'll tell you that in another video. But I will get this science out with the IR and get around this house, because there's been so many strange things happen here. Some very frightening things, to be honest with you. And I've had this happen quite regular while I've been here on, you know, on my own looking after Cade. And but one particular one, I know what I saw, there's no explanation for that. Guys, that's for another video. You lot take care, like-minded people, much love, God bless, please do. Like, share the video, subscribe please. And if you're watching this video to the end, thank you very much. If you're new, then thank you very much. That means you like the content. I'm Mick. I'm looking into the Unexplained going out. Sky watching over the mirrors, see if we can find anything unusual in the skies, but also touching on other subjects. Take care.